We're at deer camp with TenPoint Crossbows' Brian Flaherty, who's here to introduce the latest innovations coming out from TenPoint Crossbows.
We have an awesome lineup in 2020. We have the Vapor 470, the Vengent 440, and the Viper 400. So they're all shooting, more than 400 feet per second. So it's giving you tremendous power. The Vapor is a reverse draw style, so very smooth, very quiet, very powerful. The Vengent is a forward draw crossbow. And the Viper is a forward draw crossbow as well. It's actually our shortest one that we've ever had. So all of them are just very easy to handle. So, we're really excited for 2020. It's the first year that we will have a decocking system on our crossbow. It's called the Accu Slide. And the great thing about the Accu Slide is it is safe decocking. So when you are decocking that crossbow, you can stop at any point. It uses a crank, so you can stop that crank at any point in the decocking process. It doesn't spin wildly out of control. So you're not going to damage your crossbow. You're not going to potentially injure yourself. So it's safe decocking, and then it's also silent. So as you're cocking the crossbow and decocking the crossbow, it's completely silent. So there's no game spooking noise potentially occurring with that system. So the cocking system is on our 3 new crossbows. So I've been with the company about 10 years, and every year I sit there and I see our new product coming out, and I think, well, what the heck are our engineers going to come up with next year? And every single year they seem to knock it out of the park. They've done a tremendous job developing the product. And just from the width of the bow assemblies, they used to be 17, 18, 19, even 20 inches wide, to now we have bow assemblies cocked width is less than 6 inches. So it provides so many more shot opportunities in tight situations, whether it's the tree stand or the ground blind. The balance of the crossbows, the smooth shooting, crossbows at one time or another was big and clunky. People didn't like to use them. Now you shoulder a crossbow and it's just smooth, it's easy to handle, it's quiet. It provides more hunting opportunities to everyone. At TenPoint, we have our TenPoint lineup, which ranges from forward draw crossbows to reverse draw crossbows from $800 to $2,400, depending on the bells and whistles that you want on those crossbows. We also have a Wicked Ridge line of crossbows, which is going to be in the $400 and $500 price point. So, we see a lot of times where people will become a customer and do it at a lower price point, and they just love crossbows. And then they end up passing that crossbow down to their son or their grandson, and now they're up in the high end of the TenPoint lineup. And we see a lot of generations of TenPoint crossbow customers. We've seen a grandfather, a father, and a son all tag out on the same weekend with 3 separate TenPoints. And that's what it's all about at TenPoint. We love hearing those stories. We love that we feel like we can play a part in those types of special occasions. I just think that if you haven't shot one, get out there and try it. There's still a little bit of a mindset with vertical bow hunters that the crossbow doesn't belong in archery season. I would just tell you to go out there and try them. They're very cool to shoot. They're very fun to shoot. They provide tons of opportunities for hunters, and it's growing in numbers every single year. And we're just happy that we're at the forefront of it. For the past 25 years, TenPoint's been at the forefront of crossbow technology and continuing to push the envelope and provide more opportunities for hunters everywhere.
TenPoint Crossbows is recognized across the board as setting the industry standard for crossbow hunting technology, engineering, and performance, and they're fearless when it comes to enhancing their products. For more information on these brand new precision-built crossbows, visit TenPointCrossbows.com. Coming up, we'll join Brian in the field as he takes the TenPoint Viper S400 out for a test run. And we'll have the opportunity to witness the true power and lethal accuracy these bows produce.
We're down here in South Texas on a whitetail hunt, breaking out one of our newest models for 2020, the Viper S400. Really excited to get this crossbow out in the woods. Use it in action, shooting 400 feet per second, very smooth, very easy to shoot, very compact. I will be in some live oaks and a pop-up blind this morning, so great maneuverability in the blinds. I'm just really looking forward to testing this bow out, getting it out there in the woods, and hopefully coming back with some success. We saw probably a dozen deer, 6 or 7 bucks came through. There was so much activity. It certainly wasn't a boring sit. Good 2 hours, 2.5 hours of just activity. And unfortunately, we didn't see any shooters, but it was just great being out there, and it was a beautiful morning watching the sunrise.
Before Brian and Jeff head off to their next hunting location, let's hear a little bit more about the TenPoint Viper S400 Brian is using today.
This weekend we're shooting the new Viper S400 from TenPoint. This is one of our new crossbows for 2020. Shoots 400 feet per second. And this is our shortest forward draw crossbow ever. It has our 17-inch micro track aluminum barrel and a 7.2-inch wide bow assembly. So as you can see, it's very compact, very narrow, easy to handle in these tight ground blinds that we're in this morning. It also features our new AcuSlide cocking and decocking system. So once you've inserted the handle, you're going to crank it twice. And there's the lever on the side here. You're going to press the lever. Once you feel it kind of release, you're going to start turning back. And now you're ready to decock the crossbow. And as you can see, I can stop this handle at any time and it doesn't spin wildly out of control. This is one of the safe features of this cocking and decocking system. I can stop it at any time, and as you can see, it doesn't fly out of control. Notice it's silent. And I'm finished up.
After taking some time to regroup and form a new game plan, Brian is moving up to a pop-up blind at the sinkhole with the hopes of having better luck this afternoon.
Experience. Awesome. Can't be more pleased. The new TenPoint Viper 400 just did the job. Smoked right through them, so couldn't be more excited. Well, this is my first whitetail buck. What a great hunt. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. It was about maybe a 5 to 10 yard shot. He came in, he was in for about a half hour, about 6 or 7 bucks in there. Couldn't get a good shot on him. Thought he was gonna leave actually, then came back around, and the rest is history. TenPoint Viper 400, just did the job, man. Very compact. We had to maneuver around quite a few times in that tight ground blind, and so compact, so narrow, and shooting 400 feet per second, I mean, it smoked right through him. So just a great overall experience. Couldn't be more pleased, couldn't be more excited. My first whitetail buck with a TenPoint crossbow.
Congratulations, Brian, for bringing home your first whitetail buck. To learn more about the TenPoint Viper S400, visit TenPointCrossbows.com.